The NFL on CBS is sponsored by DirecTV. Stream DirecTV satellite free. And by Burger King. At BK, have it your way. You rule.
2 minutes to go in Seattle. Rivers and the Colts down by 2. They have all 3 timeouts remaining. 2nd down and 7, and it is loud at Lumen Field. Rivers being chased and gets rid of it as Leonard Williams sends him to the turf. And it's 3rd down and 7.
They went man-to-man there, and the guys up front running games. Ends come inside, pressure on them, and we talked about it. Phillip Rivers isn't eluding anybody to get to the outside and make a throw. He's going to need a clean pocket and time to be able to get the ball down the field. But hey, this is 4th down territory, obviously, in this 2-minute situation.
Defend this area of the field the most.
3rd and 7. Rivers down the sideline, adjustment and catch by Pierce. That's his first catch today, and it gives the Colts a 1st down, a gain of 16.
Alec Pierce, this was not your day because Phillip Rivers isn't going to throw it downfield, which is your forte. But how about the improvement of Alec Pierce in his career to do more than be a big play catch guy and going down there and making a huge play on that back shoulder throw.
1:15 to go. Colts run it, and Taylor is stood up by Eamon Rory, who's certainly in the conversation for Defensive Rookie of the Year, along with Carson Schweschinger of the Browns. And the Colts are stopped, but the Seahawks call the timeout with 1:07 to go. Tonight on CBS begins with 60 Minutes and the undefeated Big Ten champs, the Indiana Hoosiers. That's followed by new episodes of Tracker and the music competition series The Road, plus NCIS Origins tonight on CBS Sunday.
Hey, the college football world goes to Indiana right now.
So a Seattle timeout means the Colts still have all 3 remaining. It's 2nd down and 10. Rivers to Warren, and he's immediately brought to the ground by Witherspoon. And another timeout is called by the Seahawks. They have 1 remaining with 59 seconds on the clock. Blake Grupe hoping to get a chance in just his 2nd game as a member of the Colts. And during the 2-minute warning, Grupe went out on the field without a ball, but just visualized and went through the motion of maybe attempting a potential game-winning field goal. From here, it would be a 64-yard attempt.
And I wonder, is Mike McDonald envisioning that game-winning field goal as well, because he's just used 2 timeouts on back-to-back plays.
They run it on 3rd and 7. Taylor trying to get to the line, and he's thrown back. So it'll be 4th down. They spot the ball at the 42. That's a 60-yard field goal attempt. Grupe's career long is 57. And the Seahawks have called their final timeout with 52 seconds on the clock.
I think for McDonald, understanding that once they cross midfield, and I think maybe this has a lot to do with what we've seen from kickers this season, with the deep field goal kicks just seeming like it's moving further and further back, of understanding that, hey, they're already here. Let me use my timeouts to keep as much time as possible on the clock. In the event that he does hit this field goal, it gives his offense a chance to get back on the field and do the same and go try to win this football game.
And Group B this year from 50 plus, 4 of 7.
He was cut by the Saints in late November. Picked up by Indianapolis, now in his second game as a Colt. A chance to put Indy on top. Groupie from 60. It is good! Groupie delivers! A career long for the third-year man out of Notre Dame, and the Colts go up by 1.
Groupie visualized it, and they went out there and executed. Puts it right down the middle through the uprights. And credit to Phillip Rivers and Alec Pierce. That huge conversion on that back shoulder, and that's one of the hardest passes to complete from quarterback to wide receiver, one that takes a ton of work. And obviously they only had Wednesday and Thursday, Friday to practice, and that gives Blake Groupie the opportunity to knock one through. As Shane Steichen was fired up, and the offensive lineman protected, and Blake Groupie did his job.
I do think that completion, that Alex Pierce made that completion with his improvement over the last 2 years as a route runner and becoming a more complete receiver. Used to be just a go guy, right?
Absolutely.
Go downfield, take it deep. Now he's become much more of a guy who can make those plays, and he made the biggest one of the year just that series ago. And this is why Mike McDowell called those timeouts.
Exactly.
Yep.
47 seconds on the clock. So maybe enough time for Seattle to get in field goal range. Shaheed fields it. That was close to going out of bounds. Shaheed on the return, and good field position for Seattle out to the 37-yard line.
And if it had gone out of bounds, they would have gained 3 more yards. Ball would have come to the 40.
So Sam Darnold now takes the field. 12 career game-winning drives for Darnold.
And for Lou Anarumo, I'm telling my defense before they take the field on every single snap, we better know where number 11 is in that blue uniform. Jackson Smith and Jigba, have eyes on him. If we're in zone, collision him. If we're in man-to-man, our safety, make sure you know where he's aligned.
Darnold has time, fires, and it's caught by Shaheed. In Colts territory at the 47, they cannot stop the clock. They hustle to the line. Darnold gets him organized and spikes it with 28 seconds to go. Rashid Shaheed has been a big pickup for Seattle and general manager John Schneider. A 28-yard completion.
So if you're the Colts and Lou Anarumo, you're guarding, what, the 37, 38-yard line now? And a lot of times when you're guarding, a nice job by the offensive line, giving Darnold plenty of time to dance and go through his progressions. But this is where we see a lot of defense in this position go after people because they have to guard a yard line and not let them get there. So maybe now you bring pressure to create a lost yardage play.
Darnold throwing left to the sideline, another completion. Right back to Shaheed. Forced out by Jonathan Edwards. But Rashid Shaheed back-to-back plays for the Seahawks.
And Charles, I think to your point, now when you come after Sam Darnold, you got everybody on the line of scrimmage. Well, now you have your inexperienced corners in one-on-one situations. So Edwards right there giving a lot of cushion to Shaheed, understandably so. But now you get an easy, nice pickup right there, getting you more in field goal range for Myers.
Yeah, I'm sure Lou Anarumo's telling him, we can't give cushion here, guys. You have to play like you're an experienced veteran. If they go past you, they go past you. We can't just let them nickel and dime us right here.
3rd down and 2 on the slant. Darnold throws it down low and incomplete. So it's 4th down, and from here, it's a 56-yard field goal for Jason Myers. The NFC Special Teams Player of the Month for November, who's 5 of 5 on his field goal tries today. His season long is 57.
Will they try and ice him here?
Out of the hold of Michael Dixon. Myers, kick on the way, and it is good! Myers delivers! Seahawks up by 2 as Myers is the first Seattle kicker ever with 6 field goals in a game.
There wasn't much doubt on this one. This was center cut, as the golfers would say when they hit one, when they pipe one down the fairway. And that was an easy leg swing there for Jason Myers. Locked in a heck of a groove today, his 6-1 through the post.
Rivers and the Colts still have 3 timeouts remaining. We've been wondering how much Phillip can push the ball down the field, which could be an issue here in this situation. "18 seconds on the clock. Abdullah and Coleman are back deep."
This is a battle of special teams. Do you try and kick one of those dirty balls here and put it in play, or you just let him kick it out?
This is returnable for Owen from the 4-yard line. In his first NFL game, Owen gets to the 30 with 11 seconds left. Phillip Rivers told us last night, "I know things could go wrong. I could stink. I could get hurt. My Hall of Fame clock resets. But you know what? I had so much fun this week that the opportunity to play football one more time is worth it for all these things." He's handled himself very well today, playing for the first time in 5 years. Does he have a miracle in his back pocket trying to get the Colts into field goal range? Rivers down the middle of the field, and it is intercepted! Deflected and picked off by Kobe Bryant. Fourth interception of the season for Kobe Bryant as Rivers' brother and son watch from the stands here at Lumen Field. Colts gave it all they had in what has been a whirlwind of a week. And they nearly came to Seattle and pulled off the upset, but Rivers is picked off to end it.
I think on that play right there is covered. He just doesn't have that arm strength to drive that ball in there.
This is just the 4th time in franchise history the Seahawks have won a game without scoring a touchdown. 18-16 is the final score. Jason Myers, 6-for-6. And for the moment, Seattle moves to the top spot. Rams still playing against Detroit. And it's a 41-27 Rams advantage. But no matter what happens in that one, a big showdown coming Thursday night here between the Rams and Seahawks. And you see the Colts falling back to 8-6. They have now lost 4 in a row and 5 of their last 6 games. 18-16 the final for Charles Davis, Jason McCourty, A.J. Ross, and Gene Steratore. This is Andrew Catalan saying so long from Seattle, where the Seahawks win a thriller 18-16 over Phillip Rivers and the Colts. Now we go to Denver. Broncos and Packers. Jim Nantz and Tony Romo.